I have been following the atheist and rationalist denial of the concept of God with interest in the last few years, and I do feel that it is not actually the ultimate answer to the question of existence and so on. Of course, I was trained as a physicist, and I got my PhD from the physics department of the University of Tokyo. I studied biophysics. I was in the laboratory of people who studied the 3D structures of proteins and so on. And I took my PhD there doing graphical analysis, graph theory analysis of chemical reactions and so on. And then I started to do neuroscience, and given that background, I do agree that this idea that there's a God and who would observe us and reward us if we do the good things and punishes us if we do bad things. I think this idea cannot be sustained in the modern age. I do agree with that. But having said that, I do feel that this attitude of some people to negate religion from scientific point of view probably wouldn't be the final answer. And I don't think it's very deeply intelligent either. I mean, it's a no-brainer really to say that there's no God in the sense believed historically by people. There's no question about that. But, the fact that there's time and there's the passage of time and there's now and then it will rapidly become the past and there's future and it will come to be with us. And in this special moment, I feel a lot of things. And in the context of contemporary neuroscience, they are Korea, and the fact that they cannot be described by any means of equations and numerical representations and symbols and so on are enigmas. And I don't think this enigma can be solved by the conventional scientific method. Physics have treated the four-dimensional spacetime, or even higher dimensional spacetime, with this attitude of there's really no sense in the passage of time. Albert Einstein treated everything as if what the whole history of the universe is a pattern in the four-dimensional space-time. And modern theories like string theory, memory theory, and all these things, they treat time as if it's just one dimension. And there's no sense in this idea of the passage of time, which I think is so evident in our conscious experience. So people like McTaggart, in his famous paper published in the journal Mind, have addressed this issue of the enigma of the passage of time. And he said that it cannot be really boiled down to anything real in the traditional sense that we have been thinking about reality. And so all these enigma, I mean, the fact that there's time, the fact that the universe exists at all in the famous Wittgensteinian sense, and the fact that we have consciousness, contemporary neuroscience has no clue about how to explain consciousness in terms of the neural activities in the brain. So all these enigma really a puzzle for us, and simply negating religion from scientific point of view is, as I said, a no-brainer. I mean, it's something that anyone can do, and so I don't think it's intellectually very profound to do that. And at the same time, it's like the proverbial straw man, to put a straw man before you and bashing it really does not contribute to the advancement of the understanding of our existence in this universe. And to be fair, I don't think it's fair to the religious people. I'm not religious in any particular ways. Maybe I have been influenced either consciously or unconsciously by the religious tradition of my country, Japan, which traditionally held that there are 8 million gods, 8 million representing infinity. And so in Japan, the concept of God is not singular but plural in the multitudes, and so we take this, the Japanese take this relaxed attitude, if you like, about religion. So when Christianity came into Japan, there was this attempt to make a statue of Christ and Maria in the traditional Buddhist image of Buddha. And even before that, when Buddhism came to Japan, there was this attempt to merge Buddhism with the traditional Shinto religion. So that's the Japanese attitude toward religion. And although I do not subscribe to any particular school or organized religion myself, probably my attitude toward religion is more naturalistic, and in terms of the number of gods there could be, and the concept of God itself, and so on. So on top of that, I have, of course, my training as a physicist and also as a scientist. And given these backgrounds, I do feel that the way the atheists and rationalists, if you like, attacking religion are kind of one-sided. I mean, it's not really fair for those people who do believe in God and in religion nowadays, because it's not really the case that these people are in any ways morally or intellectually inferior to those people who are atheists. I don't think humans are just trying to live a better life, and everybody is doing it in his or her own way, and it doesn't really make sense to just attack the religious from your scientific or rational point of view, because it's something so obvious to do, and it's a no-brainer. It doesn't really need an intellect to understand Wittgenstein's proposition, whatever it is. So anyway, so that's my position, and I do believe that being an atheist, is the final answer to the question of existence. And by the way, finally, I would like to add that, I really love Douglas Adams's superb treatment of the answer to the ultimate question of life and existence and the universe and everything in his Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was, of course, 42, which is a nonsensical number. But it probably is a food for thought, because maybe it's the question that is important and not the answer. So I think it is really important to keep questioning things. What is the passage of time? What is the nature of conscious experience? And why and how does the universe exist at all? Compared to all these questionings, I think this attitude of some people who seems to be claiming that, well, science has the answer, and religion has no place in worldview. I think these are rather, regrettable instance of hubris, human hubris. And I do believe that in any case, hubris is an antithesis to intelligent investigations. And I think it is very important to keep questioning things rather than pretending that we have the final answer and imposing that on other people. I think we are in a better position than that. We should be in a better position than that. So that's my talk, and that's my reflections on the status quo of science and religion. And if you liked what I said, please subscribe to my channel. It's a humble channel, but I try to stay out of any hubris that would stand in my way of intellectual and philosophical and emotional investigations. Thank you.